like the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good. Oh, there I am.
There you are.
I wasn't even hitting any buttons.
It's like just me alone, just how it should be. Just feels the space.
I will say,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I will say, I thoroughly enjoy hearing you sing at the beginning of every one of these live streams. Who knew when you recorded that track it would become a theme of a channel in the future?
I did not know that. There's a lot of things that I did not expect to happen. I gotta get the chat up. Hold on.
Yes. Good morning. We already have Brigitte is here. Good morning. We have Robbie and Latte Lover and Art and Chris and Joy. Oh, I can bring you guys in on screen as well. Deb is here. Francesca. Hello, everyone. Jim. So for those of you, Rosa's here, of course.
Do you have to send me this? You have to send me this link, don't you?
Oh, it's private.
Yeah.
Johnny's not. You can say whatever you want. Johnny has no access.
Be nice.
Brigitte, could you please text him that? That would be great. Actually, I don't think I sent it to you either, but you have access to the back end. Johnny doesn't.
We were up late watching football. Well, not that late, but
oh, it was late for me.
I had some beers. I haven't had any beers in a couple of weeks, so I'm a little slow today.
Oh my goodness. So for those of you who are new to a Thronlys only event, welcome. If you got the link, that means that you could have access to this chat today. This is Monday the 20th, and this will be re-released on Thursday for everybody else to enjoy as well. All of the songs we are reacting to today were submitted by our Diamond tier, and then all of our supporters were able to vote, and the ones they ended up selecting was Laufey, if I'm saying that correct, Asaf Avidan, if I'm saying that correct, Hacken, if I'm saying that correct, and Zhou Shen, I know that one, Hua Chenyu, I know that one, and Jason Zhang, which I believe I am saying correct. So very excited about today. And also, I was just looking this number up. Thronlys, we are at, our actual member count is, the suspense.
Hold on. Okay, I'm ready. What is it?
Okay. Our actual membership count, or Thronlys members right now is 96. We are 4 away from 100. Thank you all for your continued support. That's Silver, Gold, and Diamond Collective, and that's who's in the chat here. We greatly appreciate your presence and your encouragement. So this is so much fun. All right. I think it's time. Wait.
Laufey. That's as Francesca says.
It's
Laufey.
But it's Icelandic. And I had to look up how she said it. It's like the AU is like not even an English combination sound. So it's like le. It's really hard. Sure. But anyway, shall we?
Yes, we shall. But before we do, if you could hit like and subscribe and ring that bell if you haven't already. But most of the people watching have, I would assume. But for those of you who are going to be watching later, please do so.
I'm curious. I got distracted by Joy, our biker babe. For those who are under the mistaken idea that I am a drummer, I am not a drummer. I want to come back as a drummer in another life. I don't know what started that conversation, but yes, I think you would make a great drummer also. Also, if you can click on the description below, there is a link to buy us a coffee and help support this page and become a Thronlys member, which gives you exclusive access to all of our reaction shorts and events, just like the one you are watching right now. And while you're there, you can even hop on over to the shop. Wait for it. Wait for it. The
I'm
shop.
waiting. There it is.
There it is. Got ahead of myself. And if you're interested in learning how to write songs or enhance your skills, you can have an online lesson with Johnny. Or if you're interested in learning how to sing, you can have an online lesson with myself.
Mm-hmm.
Right. First up, this is a song I don't know. The song title is Bored. That is not on her album. I've listened to her album many, many times. Oh, Gaia is here. Good morning, Gaia. Or good evening for you in Hong Kong. All right, let's go.
I don't want to work.
Why don't we
I love her
call
voice.
it for what it is? Can't remember the last time we kissed, and it tickled my heart. I think that it's best that we spend time apart. I just yawn, listening to you talk about yourself again and again. I'm bored, bored of this love. Oh, I'm bored, bored of this talking. Maybe you're just way too plain to be interesting. Baby, keep talking, but nobody's listening. Don't mean to walk out the door, but baby, I'm bored.
Go ahead. You're going to say something?
Yeah, I like that. That's really good. No, that's great.
That was incredibly insightful. And for more tips and knowledge based on songwriting skills, go to Johnny.
That's why I get paid the big bucks. No, I love this style of music. I think most of the people that are watching now know that I love, probably my favorite music is from the 70s and 60s. But I also think music could have stopped in the 40s and I would have been fine. Because I just love that style of the standards. I think some of the best written songs were from that era. Just melody, chord structures are amazing.
What I love about this particular piece too is lyrically, I think it's super clever. You know, it's just that being bored of the relationship, and the song is laid back and slow and boring, but I'm not bored at all because of those key changes and her tone and where she brings in her vibrato. She doesn't. So I mean, like I mentioned, I have the album. She's not a belter. She doesn't do anything like crazy show off, and honestly, I think it would get in the way. It would just get in the way of just the storytelling and the mood that she creates. And I love the highs and lows, but for the same reason I listen to Frank Sinatra endlessly. It just transports me away from whatever's happened. It's like it's my favorite escape from to just melt into, and it just brings a smile to my soul when I hear songs like this. And I don't understand the chords. I mean, you can hear it and play it back, which is amazing in and of itself. But just as a lay listener, I have no idea what's happening, and I'm just like on a trip. It just sweeps you away without even recognizing what's going on.
I just went to a concert this past Friday, and it was this jazz guy. I forget his name. Oh, that's bad. Great, really talented guy. Sort of Dixieland trumpet player, but also sang. He had a lady come out who was a singer, and did all like the Gershwin stuff, Fats Waller, all that type of stuff. And just being there in that setting and hearing the orchestra behind them, all the complexity musically and harmonically that's happening. Yeah, like you said, it just transports you in a way that other things don't. And I think part of that is just because there's so much that can happen musically that can do that, which I think is not utilized today. Which I'm not saying it has to happen all the time, but when you can do that, it's just, oh man, there's just so much to dig into that can bring out so much emotion and like especially the Gershwin stuff. I mean, harmonically, it's like, I mean, nothing transports you to New York City in the 1930s more than hearing that.
Right.
It's just, it's
Yeah.
just everything that's happening musically is just, there's just so much meat on the bone. That's
and I want to
wondered.
obviously I want to hit play again, but just to say, I don't want to paint a picture at all that it's the only thing that or like you're referring to it being, music could have stopped at the 40s, things like that, and I totally get that. I find
Right,
so
which
much pleasure.
I don't actually mean, but
exactly. So just doesn't get misinterpreted, because it's still I'm still an avid Metallica fan. It's like I can still listen to the Black Album over and over again. It's so simple compared to a lot of what she's doing, but it just pulls a different energy and inspires a different response out of me that that's what the incredible thing about music in this channel, just hearing all these different things. But
For sure.
there is something special about her delivery that is I just adore.
Yeah, and like Laufey said, if music ended in the 40s, no Beatles. True, that's very true. That would have been a travesty.
And no Johnny.
But if there was no music in the 40s, there wouldn't have been Beatles either, because that's where Paul McCartney and John Lennon, they wanted to be Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
That was slick.
Did you know I wept in my room last night? Bet you didn't know you made me cry. 'Cause you're so self-possessed, charming at first, but you've made me depressed. So I'm leaving in the morning, 'cause I'm bored of this love. Oh, I'm bored of this talk, and maybe you're just way too plain to be interesting. Baby, keep talking, but nobody's listening. Don't mean to walk out the door, but baby, I'm bored.
It's all just one take in the moment. All of it. Just the way it should be done.
You followed me out and said, darling, don't leave. Your passionate monologue woke up the street. I'll marry you someday, you're perfect for me. I got in my car just to drown out your plea. 'Cause I'm bored of this love. Oh, I'm bored.
Great dynamics
Bored
there.
of this talk, and maybe you're just way too vain to be interesting. Baby, keep talking, but nobody's listening. Don't mean to walk out the door, but baby, I'm bored. I'm bored.
Ooh, God, she's so smooth. Carrying the torch.
Yeah, that's a great way to put
One of
it.
the
And
great music of yesteryear.
there's 3 riffs, I think, basically, but still so well chosen. The note selections within that, it was like this great decoration at the tail end. Again, tying into the lyric of just like, and just this beautiful, well skilled little flutter of like the things that we do when we're bored. You just add on these. There's just so many little idiosyncrasies built in within this. I'm gonna go back and listen to this myself a few times. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, talk about the riffs when the song is good enough. You don't need riffs. Then I'm sure she wrote that. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, she must have.
Yeah.
That is a fair question, but I don't know.
Yeah, that little part right here, the da 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 da. I love that. Yeah, so that's all in the key G, A minor, B minor. Just takes that B minor, makes it a major, which kind of inevitably leads up to the E minor.
So satisfying.
And then going to that A. Beautiful. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but
I love the way Francesca put this. It's like a
yeah.
very polished minimalist. That's a really cool way of phrasing that.
Yep. I love that era music. Love
Yes.
it. Great
Latte's
choice.
confirming that she did write it. That's what I figured. Thank you for
Okay.
that. Okay. On to Asaf Avidan. In a Box 3, 900 Days.
I like this room that he's
Yeah,
in.
it looks wild. Looks like it's in one of the
Not to mention that piano.
museum. Yeah, the piano's kind of a nice feature, I would say. I'm even
You
guessing.
can hire me.
All right, here we go. 900 Days is the name of the song. By the way, yes, if you're watching this, not you in the chat, because the likes and the comments in this moment during this live stream for the Thronlys only doesn't enhance anything because, of course, it's pre-recorded and YouTube doesn't care. But when this is released on Thursday, if you could please hit the like button, that is greatly appreciated.
Ooh, Bill Murray moment.
Well done.
I'm never going to get sick of that. Sorry, people out there. I'm going to keep doing that.
Those likes and comments lets YouTube know that you like and commented on it, and therefore shows other people. So we appreciate that. And of course, your coffees.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna. Ooh, he's a looper.
Fixate time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Cool.
I like it.
Now 100 days turning to dust, and
Did not expect that tone.
No.
kisses I'll drive in a rust. Now 100 doctors,
Does have I put a Splendid vibe?
no
Yeah.
matter hurt. Now 100 stitches just for 7 a bud. She down just along the road I had drawn with blood on my trust. I gave her all, but I gave them all. Thought I had love.
Oh.
Whoa. Yep, Joy, this is called 6/8 time. I'll explain it.
Now 100 days to try to forget. There are 900 kisses to live to regret. Everyone knows that everything grows back to the ground. Everywhere grows what everyone sows. Look what I found.
It seems like a good spot to pause it. The uniqueness in tone, it's similar to what we heard with, like, and I'm not saying he sounds like these people, but the uniqueness of like LP and Ren and just those artists that just have this just like immediate, like, oh, like that's just, it doesn't have that everyday conversational quality in their tone that just rattles you in just a different way. And just even his grit, the growl, he's using his false folds, just kind of like clapping together that, I can't do it, but it's something like this, with the tone underneath. It just really interesting choices. You have no idea what's coming next, which of course you guys know we love that element of surprise.
It just boggles the mind that how a sound like that comes out of a male voice. It's just
or female for that matter. There's so many textures happening there.
Yeah, but it's just.
But yeah, it's definitely not like gender specific.
Yeah, oh God, that's an awful impression.
It's as good as my
smaller.
girl.
It's like it's definitely more tenor for sure.
Musically, can you speak to his chops and what's happening here?
Yeah, so musically, so we got, like saying, it's 6/8 time. So 6/8 means 6 beats in a measure, where the 8th note gets the beat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's kind of has a 2 feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is a little bit different than a 3/4 time, which is also in threes, but it's more of a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 sort of a.
Yeah, it just floats differently. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a subtle difference, but yeah, and just that, like, and somebody said, I forget who got that put a spell on you. Who's the original artist that did that, by the way? That was I can't remember his name. Real character.
Yeah, but it does have that feel. I agree.
Screaming something? I don't know.
Yeah, there is screaming
out there. Yeah, really cool though.
Screaming Jay Hawkins, is that it?
Is it Screaming Jay?
Is that right? It is. Yeah, Art says it is.
Okay.
So it must be right. So, yeah, in just the execution, I mean, his velocity hits and everything, all the little subtleties in how he's playing the piano. I mean, there's extremely skillful. I mean, you show me a chord, I can repeat it, but when you can execute it with that type of dynamics, and then all of this, Frozen Johnny, I promise we're going to fix this. All of this with singing on top of this live with the looped beat and everything. This is all just this one pass experience, which is just so much more incredible.
Point out the live thing, just like the first song we saw. It's just, there's something special about that. If you have somebody that can execute it,
yeah,
especially a performance like this, which I feel like if you did it in the studio, unless you did just a one take type of thing,
captured what they did. Yeah.
Yeah, like this whole live thing is just, there's something about it, and that's another reason why I really like old records too, is because they didn't have really the capabilities of doing. They certainly didn't have the capabilities of splicing things together. They could do more than one take, but time was money back then, so it's just like, let's get it, So it just, you had to capture a moment, and those moments just, I don't know.
You also had to be that good because you couldn't fix anything. There's no masking it. All right, let's keep going here.
I don't know, just special.
I like the way that
it's recording a loop with.
Yeah. See, I like the way they shot this as well. Get a feel for everything that's happening.
There's the looper. Yep.
Just a little synthiness in there.
I got that row your boat, row your boat, row your boat.
There's one way to diminish this masterpiece.
Hey, if you want to talk about songs that have stood the test of time, row your boat.
This is true.
It's been around forever.
No more can you hear me calling. No more can you see me crawling. I know you know what my feet are. No more can you hear me calling. No more can you see me crawling. I know you know what my feet are. No more can you hear me crawling no more. Can you see me crawling? I know you know what my feet are. No more. Can you hear me calling? No more. Can you see me crawling? I know you know what my feet are. No more. Can you hear me calling? No more. Can you see me crawling? I know you know what my feet are. No more. Can you hear me calling? No more. Can you see me crawling? I know.
I can't not point out that it sounds like he's saying row, row, row over and over again. Is anyone else hearing that?
The power of suggestion.
Love the layers. And I also like when he's singing, there's this little gravelly thing that is, it's out of control in moments. I mean, he can only plan for so much of this, the way his voice is responding, but it just adds that, almost that gospel-y, intangible thing that's mixed in with it.
It's got a little that gospel-y sort of Muscle Schultz, which I guess the two are sort of synonymous.
Yeah.
Those that sort of rootsy, sort of southern, deep southern sound. I don't know where he's from.
Yeah, fill us in, actually. For those of you who know in the chat, or certainly in the comments once this goes public on the channel, we definitely want to learn more about him.
I was going to comment, by the way, somebody said Art mentioned his haircut, which Thomas Shelby from the Peaky Blinders, and Ren has kind of a similar haircut. I was like, they should be friends based on their haircut.
Just solely based on their haircut. That's a good reason.
The reason anybody should be friends, if you have similar haircuts.
Artistically, I can't imagine what these two would come up with. That would be otherworldly.
Oh my God,
Israel.
Raised in Jamaica, man. Okay.
Thank you, Michael. Sweet too.
Nice.
The tone's being projected.
Yeah. Maybe he should try a version that goes, row, row your boat gently down the stream, row, row.
Way to continue to diminish something brilliant. This is what happens when you understand the fundamentals of music. You can break it down to its simplest form and the derivatives that create what we're actually listening to. But it's actually really fascinating. But I like that those rounds are cool. Like, there's a lot of songs. I love the overlapping parts because it's like just the way it builds and keeps you engaged. And every time you hear it, you can follow a new line that's taking place. So it feels constantly like it's evolving, which is super cool.
Yeah, I think that's stuff like this to me is the best way to keep music evolving and fresh, because you can only do so much musically. I mean, the fields have been mined over the centuries, so it's like there's still only 12 notes, and there's only so many progressions you can do without getting too far out. So this is still rooted in something familiar, but he's doing something fresh with it, doing something.
That was awesome. And if you guys have recommendations too in the comments after the premiere, let us know if you'd like us to circle back to check out more from him. Right now, we're moving on to a little Zhou Shen and Hacken Lee. It's a new name for us here. This is going to have to be on transparency, unfortunately.
Zhou Shen, Zhou Shen, Zhou Shen, Zhou Shen, Zhou Shen.
I feel like you're in the midst of composing a new Thronlys Only theme song as well.
It's always a brewing.
Only Thronlys. All right, so it's my understanding in what we're going to listen to. This is the show where you don't actually know who you're going to be singing a duet with. So until you hear the other voice, you don't even know who you're interacting with. So there's a little bit of a blind reaction, like in the moment experience, which is super cool. So I'm excited to see this take place. We will have a link in the description, of course, to go and watch this, because the transparency, I know, can be hard to see, but of course we're here for the voice anyway and the music. But definitely go check it out. Here we go.
PTQ Pop.
Cantonese, Cantonese. Thank you, Robbie. Whoops. This one. Thank you.
這一生也在進取，這分鐘卻掛念誰？我會說是唯獨你不可失去，好風光似幻似虛，誰明人生樂趣？我會說為情為愛，仍然是對，誰比你重要？成功了敗了也完全無重要，誰比你重要？狂風與暴雨都因你燃燒，一追再追，追到一些生命裏一分一秒，原來多麼可笑，你是真正目標。一追再追，追蹤一些生活最基本需要。
And I don't think he knows who he's about to sing with either.
早不缺少。
Well done.
有了你，即使平凡卻最重要。
Nice. I like his voice.
这一生拼命地追，追到尽头为了谁？
He knows what's up. Or is this the first time? Robbie, do you know if this is the first time that Hacken has just, I'm going by the facial expression, almost kind of like, wait, who is this? But you can't not know who this is if you've ever heard Zhou Shen sing before. So, yeah, I'm curious if this was like his introduction to the show. I don't know if we're like watching episode 1 scenario. So I'm just curious. Let me back that up a little bit.
你在乎为爱贪图，剧情不断的重复，醒来的迷雾，脑海里的美
This is in Mandarin. Okay.
爱恨交错，
你的追逐，已渐渐模糊，无情的残酷。
我觉得还挺搭配的，他唱出一种男女对唱的感觉。
谁曾为我哭
Sound great together.
They do.
Okay, cool.
每秒却已是你的好， 将我围绕。我向上天祷告，想念你的笑，再看一次也好。
后生可畏哦，好享受。
I just want to quick pause it. What an interesting format. Not only do you not know who you're going to sing with, but as you're singing it, I mean, you've probably already delegated, okay, here's your parts, and then the other singer is going to sing this part.
Mm-hmm.
But to feed off of each other, and with the angle that they're at, they still can't even see each other. So you can't know when to lean in dynamically. You have to constantly be responding. It's not like a karaoke track where you've rehearsed it and you know that singer is going to do this. So you are in the moment having to feed off each other. What a fantastic blind performance.
There had to be some sort of indication because the song, not that he knew who the singer was, but the fact that the song modulated and knowing where the melody went and then knowing where the harmony is, I think there had to be.
Well, there's a rehearsal individually. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, and I'm sorry, what's his name again? I forgot.
Hacken?
Oh, Hacken. I would imagine that he assumed that he was going to be singing with a female.
Quite possibly.
A female
voice.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he's a little confused. Like, well, I mean, because Charlie can sound like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the ultimate duet partner, because he can take the female part and he can also do the male part as well. He can do it all.
That versatility is crazy.
They sound really good together, though. Yeah.
And also, it's my understanding, Gaia, correct me if I'm wrong, it's my understanding that in Hong Kong, primarily they speak in Cantonese, and China mainland is Mandarin, and here, you've already pointed out that both are being sung, but sounds like Charlie's transitioning into Cantonese as well. So the versatility of being able to speak, sing, and understand both dialects smoothly is just always boggles my mind.
Yeah.
原來多麼可笑，你是真正目標。一追再追，追蹤一些生活最基本需要。原來早不缺少，只得你。
Just beautiful.
有了你，即使沉睡了，也在笑。
Wow. That is wild. His facial expressions. I can't imagine.
It's funny
that.
when people started to plot at that that the first moment and then they resolved it. It's funny that I feel like people intuitively know when the song is resolved. It's like when it's unfinished. Even non-musical people, like I can guarantee that 95% of the people in the crowd didn't know that chord.
Right.
And then when it goes, so it's just the count of it, as far as how many measures there are, people just kind of intuitively know it. So there's something
There's
I don't
math
know.
behind that. Yeah, there's the frequency. The brain just can anticipate what's taking place there, which is
And
wild.
people, and kind of like that predictability.
All right, so we're jumping to, and by the way, for those of you who missed the announcement last Wednesday, we are going to see Zhou Shen in Las Vegas. And for those of you who are going or live nearby, or even if you're not a fan of Zhou Shen, which I don't understand, but we don't understand you, but we're willing to learn. If you'd like to come meet us, we'd be happy. We're just looking forward to meeting as many people as we can, and we've got a couple Diamond members that we're going to meet in person finally as well. Super excited.
What if we met somebody that really convinced us that he's not good? We're like, you know what? Yeah, I get it now. We're not going to the concert. No, never would happen.
How much would I have to drink for that conclusion to take place? All right. We are on to Hua Chenyu. This is Miles Away from Loneliness. This is an acoustic jam 2023 at the Mars concert. And we have a double reaction coming up from Hua Chenyu. Actually, a new album was released. So we're doing 2 Wednesdays back to back with some studio and some live reactions.
Awesome.
And that is going to be not this Wednesday, or for those of you watching this on Thursday, yesterday, but next week, January 29th and on February 5th. All right, here we go. Quick pause. Joy put something I absolutely love. This simple statement: you can love people you don't understand. If the world figured that out, we'd be in a much better place. Just period. And it's people like Zhou Shen, it's people like Dimash, it's people like Hua. There's so many artists that we've been reacting to that their art in many aspects of their songwriting and everything is dedicated to that very thing. And I just want to encourage that. As much as
I've been saying that all along. We need more joys in this life. We need more joy, and we need more joys. I've been saying that forever.
That's right.
Right, joy.
Difficult place to sing, actually.
Oh, nice.
What I was just pointing out a second ago was where is he, Johnny? Where is he singing in that? I mean, singing that line over again.
So that's a G.
So
G4.
He's saying this note repeatedly, but many times over was a slightly different air pressure or volume or projection or tonal overflow, if you will. So meaning that the vocal folds in his speaking voice, we've talked about this before, vocal folds are thick. Vocal folds are actually only this big, half the size of your eyelid, but if you imagine them, blown up, they're thick in his speaking voice and they thin in your head voice.
This is your Mickey Mouse voice.
Mickey. I've tried
I
to
never
sing.
get to you doing that.
I've tried to sing along with Zhen Self, Zhou's album that I have, and I just sound like Mickey, just singing some of his lines. It's just my overtones are not what's the word? Good. I'm just trying to think of a proper word for that. Anyway,
you work with you.
So when Hua is here, on that G, he's starting off with a little more towards the head voice. The folds are thinner. He does not sound like Mickey. And then as he increases a little more air pressure and repetition of that, the folds are thickening, because as you increase the air pressure, the muscles, the vocalis muscle wants to respond to that. But he's not going off. It's not like skidding into like the next key, or there's not like it's not like that in like that weird balance between the registers. It's I hate to use the word place, but it's just well balanced in that section. And so it's deceivingly simple if you try to sing along with it. It's speaking as just a typical male singer, baritone range.
Yeah.
So
no, it's a good song to showcase him as a vocalist, which, as we've talked about before, can sometimes be overlooked because of his artistry, just stylistically, as a writer, as a producer. I mean, there's so much good stuff.
Sorry, go ahead.
There's so many goodies to look at and get distracted with, that you forget that at the heart of it, he's just a really good vocalist, like a great vocalist.
Yeah.
I mean, the song is really simple.
What he's doing on top.
Yeah, and it's melodically, there's nothing crazy going on, but it's the choices that he makes with the simplicity in the melody. It's just like he can
That's
sing.
what makes it interesting. Yeah.
Right.
Let's keep going here. That'd be tough singing in the rain like that, and the whole audience.
Now for Gene Kelly.
Oh, let me take this off. Sorry. Wait. What did we miss? Sorry about that.
I'm singing in the rain. Got like a Mick Jagger thing going on for the performance.
一张床睡过多久？脆弱，一整天吞下几口苹果，一杯茶换一朵寂寞，路人自顾理想，爱情披风上，爱在。
Great line. Then years later, it rained again in Changsha, where they are, I think.
爬走，乌云的路突然又下雨了，是让它走，10年后的长沙还有你呀。
his grin.
Always gets me that the Eastern audience is how respectful they are, and it's just nobody's talking during this. It's just everybody's.
They're just engaged.
Yeah.
Patty, our one of the Martians here in the chat, saying the guitarist was in Superboy competition with Hua Hua. They remained friends since, and he often assists Hua Hua in his composing. His name is Zhao Li. So thank you for that information. That's awesome. Yeah, obviously there's just a comfortable friendship bond you can see between these two musicians and just kind of feeding off each other, and that's great. Love to see that.
Yeah. I love his artistry. I just love that he can go to the extreme extravagant and then to the totally stripped down.
Yeah.
Just simple.
And thank you, Vijandra, for one of our Diamond members. Actually, she's the one who submitted this one. And I want to point out, because I even challenged her a little bit. I said, "Well, there's not a lot of plays in this one. Are you sure this is one you want to do?" And she pointed out, she goes, "Because a song like this isn't like a high requested thing for everybody to react to. It's not a popular one to react to. That's why she wanted to submit it." And I'm so glad she did, because it gives us a chance to see these little gems in between the big success songs, things like that. And that's what the Thronlys Only is all about. It's what, you guys introducing us to things that we just likely wouldn't get to otherwise. So I love this choice.
Yeah, it's all about it all plays into the story and the whole pie that is the artistry of Hua Chenyu.
You're going with your food analogies again. All right. Next up, we have one more. Let's see. Where did the link go? Bear with me. Oh, and I got some notes on this one too.
People saying now. I feel like I want to play some Kenny Loggins. People saying now, I'm the lucky one. And it's just begun. I think I'm gonna have a son.
I like it.
If you
Okay.
don't really got money. Great song.
I kind of don't want to stop you.
I'm so in love with you, honey.
Sit
And
back,
everything remains in love. Oh. And in the morning when I die, keep it. Oh, man, the words. Keep it to my eyes. Tell me everything's gonna be alright. Kenny Loggins is great.
Yeah.
He's great.
And beautifully done, Johnny. Great song choice.
Oh.
Thank you, Latte. I didn't catch what you wrote. Can you see that? She just bought us 5 coffees, which we're grateful for.
Yeah. Was it because of the Kenny Loggins? I know. Thank you.
Might have been.
Part 1. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Martin Luther King Jr. 1963.
100%. And I want to say Merry Martin Luther King Day. That's not right. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Our love and respect.
Yes,
yes. Great man. Absolutely.
Absolutely, man.
So this is Jason Zhang, and I've got some notes from Art Hooked Me Up. He said this is... the lyrics aren't in here, so I'm just going to read basically a quick summary that he gave us to refer to. It's a song about empowerment and self-reflection, about breaking through barriers, often self-imposed, that you hold back. And in this, we're going to see glimpses of Dimash watching backstage, as he was one of Jason's competitors in the Singer 2017. Jason beat out Dimash with his performance in episode 10. He holds the Guinness Book of World Records for first 100 million followers on his Weibo account in China. Dang. Born in 1982, he won a Chinese TV competition.
Yeah, I can't. How many times do you say "dang" in a week? Come on.
Dang.
Dang.
Well, if I put this button on, I can do something a little more risque, but it wasn't on, so I had to go with Dang.
Okay.
Gee golly willikers, darn it. Chinese TV scene competition 2004, and the rest is history, having recorded 15 albums and staging many concerts included here in the US. Okay, so this is a new artist to us. Thank you for all that information, Art. We appreciate it. And let's hear this dang singer sing.
Dang man, the dang man.
要抱着希望，在每天清晨太阳升起，不用太在意这一首的遗憾，用一片面包解决你的不安，别担心，没人经过你的未来，没人驻足你的现在。第二，切记不要与自身的平凡为敌。
Interesting staging.
没有必要把自己变得不像自己。你曾慌乱过你的年华释然，你们的一天都一样。面对是同一个太阳。
I love the mood he's creating here.
第三，
It is very self-reflecting.
与自己所处的现在促膝长谈，写生命中所剩不多的情感，这世界不会再为你改变，只怕就任其消耗殆尽，或者用力的喘息。
Stepping through the window, the mirror.
Sing the song.
Ooh.
Sing the song. Sing the song. Sing the song. Sing the song.
He's giving me goosebumps.
第四，要提醒自己一步一个脚印前行。真正的敌人的敌人只有自己。那毫无所求的决心会让你感觉那是真正的快乐。那是内心的自我。
I can hear another build-up coming. So before we get there, a couple things. One, I love how transfixed the other singers on the show are. I mean, there just seems to be, every time we've seen the show, there's this genuine awe, appreciation, and just love for each other, or just respect in the least for each other in terms of the musicianship and the caliber of skill sets and storytelling, really, that each of these singers are delivering. And we don't have, I'm trying to think of any other show that I've seen that consistently on. You might get glimpses of it, but it can get kind of like, you know, and a lot of it is the political, you know, a lot of what producers and just some of the the draw for wanting to get more views, and they just create drama where there doesn't need to be drama, things like that. And I just haven't seen that here. I mean, I don't know, at least the glimpses that we've seen. And I just love that. And I wish that was more worldwide. I feel like these shows could do so much more good for singers and for audience and just for society.
I'm really glad that they did away with the, I mean, even though I enjoyed it 20 years ago when American Idol first came out, and, it's like, it was half about the good singers and half about the bad singers, and like laughing at them. It's like, and it's, that as a younger man, I definitely laughed, but, as I've gotten older, it's just like, why, we don't need that. So it's so much better to appreciate, the excellent singers, but also just appreciate people in general.
It's easy to fall into that social trap of, it's basically, it's drinking, it's like gossip. It's like drinking the poison, it's just, there's a social high that takes place when you're part of that. And it's like, you got to grow up past that. And it's just,
you don't have to
society
knock
have
people
a long
down
way to go.
You don't have to knock people down to feel good about yourself. Okay. Lecture over.
Yes.
But, no, it's just great. I love, I mean, another great voice. And when he breaks into that higher register, he really can soar.
And the texture. Oh, I love that edge he added to it.
Yeah, and the song itself, it definitely has a sort of soundtracky, whether it's a movie, kind of, what do they call those? The previews, the trailer.
Trailers.
It's kind of has a trailer vibe, which has always been a dream of mine to have a song, in a big trailer, and you're just in the movie theater, and it's like sometimes the trailers are better than the movies themselves because they almost tell a better story. When you have the music playing behind it, it's such a powerful thing, and so I always have had an affinity for stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing I was going to comment on is how well poised he is in terms of the context of this song, because there's just a lot of space, and he's taking advantage of that. He's not trying to oversing or oversell either the story, which of course you don't know the lyrics, but just the general concept. But musically, it's not asking for more. So the simplicity that he's giving it while staying connected shows, again, to his artistry. So let's see where this is going here.
那是内心的自我。Sing a song, sing a song,
Nice, the high B.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Woo!
Oh my. What? Where did that come from? Oh my god.
sing a song, sing a song, sing a song, sing a song, sing a song.
I was impressed at this moment.
At
that moment.
I was just going to say, like, song's complete. He sang his song, and it was great. He had the big lifted to... What was that?
It's a B. It's a B.
So right there, full chest voice, has like that impact. It feels from everything that took place for the minutes beforehand, the relative dynamics in terms of air pressure and power and tonal inflection and range of notes. The song is complete. However, we continue.
Looking fourth for the high E. Got an E5 there. G sharp.
Yes, I love what Rosa say. Dimash is here thinking, wow, it's not just me. Or just, I could just him like, and I would have done that. I would have done that. It's just like, it's just because.
Very Dimash-esque, yeah.
Yeah, just in
Wow.
to take those, you know, we call them op-ups in Broadway terms, just like the choice. Okay, here's what was written, and here's some options going up that makes it stand out or whatever.
Yes,
his
options.
But to have that option requires an insane range to play with.
The overtones in that when he hits that,
tense.
it almost sounds like there's even higher resonating frequencies going on too.
Yes.
Play that note again. It's
okay.
That's crazy. I mean, that's a Richard special right there. If there was any Richard special.
Awesome. Great control. It's just, oh, the transition right in the passaggio.
Listen to this note.
It's like a crystal frequency on top.
Yeah, the power of music.
Sorry.
Oh, there's more.
I know.
How do we come back from that? Keep going.
We have to bring it. We have to bring it back down here.
It's like the Bills game last night. That's how I felt. It's like, oh,
Just brings it all the way back down. Wow.
It's just again the power of music. I mean, both of our faces. Even the third time hearing it, knowing it's coming, just like it's just there's this. Oh my God! This I'm trying to think. It's what's the word? I don't know. When it's just it's visceral. It's just such a visceral.
Yes.
Reaction. It's just like you're like a puppet on a string, and it's just it's like I didn't even know what's coming. I can't help my face from going.
Oh, that was so good. That was cool.
I talk about the ultimate just set up and perfectly. The evolution was just nothing was rushed.
Meaning and expectation. And then whatever the highest expectation that he created in my mind was just surpassed by a half an octave. But not just the pitch; it was the tone with it.
Whole octave.
I said my highest expectation, my desired expectation, was shattered. Okay, half an octave is a big deal.
Oh,
are you frozen?
Did you hear?
What?
No, my Siri just came on and started talking.
What she have to say?
All right.
Everybody, thank you for joining us today. We had an awesome time. And our Thronlys in particular, that's why we do these shows once a month. Our silver, gold, and diamond Thronly members, thank you for joining us today, being in the chat. If you'd like to join, be sure to click on the link below and become a member. It starts at just one coffee, using a lot of quotes today, per month. By the way, we had some coffees come in. We've got to say thank you.
Yeah, jeez.
Darn.
Latte did. Okay, Latte had a part 2. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Another Martin Luther King.
Beautiful quote, yes.
Quote. And then Rosa, Latte bought us 10 coffees. Thank you so much. And then Rosa.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
5. It's different language. Okay. Obrigada por todos e por Angelina também.
Wow. That sounded amazing. I don't know if it was correct, but thank you very much for that. And you're going to get a little video, a little Johnny-O on our Buy Me a Coffee page. Thank you, everyone. Have an amazing day. We love you all, and we see you again soon.
All right, guys. See you later.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. That was cool.